Showmaker has really struggled on the Yone, so that might also be one of the reasons why they don't want to pick it there. But it does feel like the setup was there to go for either a stronger AD threat or something like the set, but you can't really blind that, so I understand. Blades. This is what I'm talking about, Valdez. I'm seeing TPs towards the bot lane. We have Shield making his way over. We are not handshaking. Wait, maybe you are handshaking objectives.
We're handshaking objectives. We're not fighting. And they're giving the Ocean Drake to BNK.
Marked. Can Raptor steal one? He has Smite available. Would be a big win. Teleport coming in from Clear. That's level 6 available for Vikla and Clear. Will DK actually contest or just give these up? And this is kind of the problem. As good as the Skarner is with the Ahri, generally you want to try and contest these early objectives, but to not looking too hot. Aiming is still level 5 as well, so BNK taking some big leads with the early objectives. Not getting the sandals though.
About two-thirds of the time you get the win when you get feats of strength. So you put yourself in a pretty good spot. If you're winning the early game, you're picking up these objectives, you're getting the feats of strength, and you're getting ahead.
It really does feel more so like if you are getting objectives, you're most likely doing well. As Shield just going in.
Yeah, and Bessa really doesn't care about Rumble ults. He just kind of dashes away. It doesn't really amount to a lot, but they trade ults and Shield gets ahead. So, you know, in terms of Clear going down or anything like that, they're not going to get a kill, but...
It walks over a reward. I'd be looking for a collapse here.
Oh yeah, they're going big time, but he pulls him out of the solar flare. Might not matter, but he is able to get away from the Ziggs. Raptor totally fine, the handshake getting him in. The equalizer is terrible, but they might still be able to get something going on Elucid. Skarner! He's so incredibly tanky. Showmaker getting the kill in the backline as well, make it a double, and Showmaker finds the right angle.
Single objective, BNK will get. Oh, it misses.
Yeah, Shiu kind of in an awkward spot. There's 3 people here. He's got to go up against them. Is Ambessa OP enough is really the question. So far, the answer is yes. Oh, the flash! Perfectly timed. Shiu gets away. You can't touch him. Amazing.
If he didn't miss that ult, that would have been as well played as you recently. That's 3 people.
Can sneak away the feats of strength right under the noses of BNK, but BNK do not want to let that one happen. They are trying to fight for this one. Showmaker, the handshake goes on Elucid. That's a Skarner. You don't want him closer to your team, and he's just going to go down. Vikla, no hope for him, and down will go the Rift Herald in favor of DK Barrel. He sacrifices himself. He wants to continue the fight, and that he will. 3 kills go over to DK. They want more. Kellen will go down as well. Will they pick up the ace is the only question left. Clear, he survives under the turret, but man, a huge swing in favor of DK comes through.
They even get the Herald, Valdez, as you point out. Showmaker somehow ends up getting that one.
Beats.
Speeds now. The sandals for DK.
Outlier. Everybody else wants to go in. She's like, okay, I'll wait for the enemy team to go in. And Kellen's trying to do his best, but like a handshake on a Skarner is literally like it's a negative play. It just doesn't do anything. As here comes the Rift Heralds. Clear. There's 5 people, 4 people here. Yeah, he is just Omega dead. No way for him to get out. And at least Vikla trades a turret, but we might get another charge here. Seems unlikely with how low the Rift Herald is. And
BNK, this is, I think, the final opportunity you're going to get. You need to get on top of Aiming or Showmaker if you want to win this fight. TPing off to the side, but can they actually get backline access? I don't know, Valdez. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, it is going to be pretty rough. You see that Vikla's already marked. Like, they see him clearing waves in mid. And so Barrel and Showmaker just say, okay, we'll target the Yone. Vikla actually doing a good job going straight up the mid lane, but you can see that BNK really struggling to get near this. The equalizer hits the dragon, as now they land the solar flare on Kellen. He is just popped like a balloon, and down will go Diablo as well. This is just a disaster for BNK, and DK is not a team to back down from disaster. They are going in. They want to take them all down. Raptor will be the last one left, and down he goes. It is a clean ace a huge stomp in the team fight.
Before the Nexus falls, but that Voracious Otacon is gone soon, and I think these structures are going to keep crumbling for BNK.
Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 on the overscale, we could say at this point. As BNK, Kellen going to be caught again. The Celestial opposition is just a joke at this point. Vikla, he is going to hop back, and here comes Skarner. And Lucid is just running into 4 of them. He is tanking the equalizer like he doesn't care about anything. Certainly not the Rumble. Vikla desperate to do anything. The flats on in for the return on the orb. Showmaker really showcasing his Ahri prowess. It's kind of insane. The lineup so close from Xiwu.
They're still going!
And they're still going, because why not? You know, they don't even have the Otacon buff. They don't need the Otacon buff. And they're just going to take them all down. Xiwu, he survives as well. The fans are absolutely just loving it. You know what? We had a very late first blood. Let's just stack up the kills. And yeah, the equalizer's just kind of...
There's no damage!
Just kind of pathetic at this point. I mean, at least he kind of hit them a little bit. Like, it just really doesn't inspire much joy, that response, you know. Yeah, he's playing Veigar.
At 26 minutes!
Ahri skin. Oh, that satchel, pretty nice. Gonna force the flash here to clear with the follow-up. And yeah, I mean, the Raptor can't get away. He doesn't have flash, so he has to go in. At this point, you know, it's just desperation. Like, they can't do anything. He can't vault away. Clear's gonna die. This is just absolutely Omega stop. And they still don't have the Otacon, and they just don't care at all. They're looking to push down mid, I guess. Maybe they'll just end the game.
Might as well. Don't need the buff. Don't need Baron. Showmakers.
Look at him.
You're still playing the game. You're not dead. Don't take your hands off the keyboard.
He's just angry that they're not respawning fast enough so he can get more kills. That sounds like Showmaker.
That was a pen opportunity if I've ever seen one. Can't believe they didn't give it to him.
And guys, the game is just over. 27 minutes. The kill score 22-3. And they're not done. They're looking for a bit more. They'd love to get this kill on a Raptor. The equalizer again, just pathetic. Down will go the Nexus. 23-3. The final kill score. And man, Showmaker putting on the show.
Beryl specifically, I remember played it just straight up as well for the entirety of 2020. Oh boy.
2020, yeah.
They were pretty good back then.
2020 was a weird year because their spring was like not that good.
No, with Sejuani passive. So you can just CC chain someone with no counterplay if Beryl gets in a position to W. Like,
yeah. Remember when they banned Braum to not have those two be together, Sejuani and Braum? Maybe the next one he got a ban now is Pantheon, if this becomes more meta.
This banning against DK just feels like a trap, man. Because whatever you ban, they'll just pick up other random stuff and hit you over the head with it.
Yeah, so he, you know, forgot to turn off the gas at home, so he's going back into the jungle.
That's not my challenger jungler. What do you mean you don't die?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Well, this time Clear's gonna hit it. And the trading a lot more even. Xiwu actually low on mana, but he has TP. Clear does not. Getting the back soon, though. Could be an opportunity at some point, maybe to fight over the next scrubs. It's a poke lane. you don't get to play into it, yeah. Now this time might be the option for Clear, but the speed up is very good. He is going to ult on in. The damage might be enough, but the second Q is going to miss, and Xiwu just walks it off. That extra speed burst for him is enough to get away from the Cassante, although now he's sticking around, and the flash comes in, and Xiwu gets solo killed by Clear. And Clear says, I was here first.
They're still getting pummeled in the other lane.
Oh boy. Aiming's tanking, 2 turns, just Barrel's ulting under the turret.
Yes,
and it looks very cool. Yeah, oh, they're getting very low. The flash on him, pretty good. We got a teleport coming in as well. Barrel trying to desperately get a kill. He will get the one, but he will be traded back, and that is a kill given over to a Zeri. They get the TP as well, and that's going to give some free time to a Jace in the top lane. This feels good for DK at the end of the day.
Yeah, DK take that. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Yes, Diablo gets the kill, which is a bit rough, but Aiming is still ahead in gold. And then this forces a response, because look, that was what, 2 plates? that Shiu got off of that one place in his animation when he comes down. He actually throws a spear as Kellen.
Yeah, just behind the turret. Shiu has flash. He was saving him for this play, but there's so many ults being thrown at the one chase. And Shiu, we sang his praises, but now he's getting bullied. The new guy on the block.
That's it, but so far, nothing really coming from it.
Yeah, Vicla's top without TP, so BNK just say, well, let's play for top. And let's play for mid. Let's you know, we've got our top laner down on the bottom side. Let's try to make some plays in here. They've got...
That's not worth, by the way. The Pantheon ult cooldown, especially at level 1, Barrel's level 7, so he's not going to get access to level 2 for quite a while, is not great.
It's feats. Given over to BNK as well. They get the turret. They have almost all the 3 that they needed.
Kellen taking some poke here.
Yeah. It's actually kind of awkward for Alistairs if you want to try to go in, even if you do have ults, if you get low first. The timing has to be so crisp. He's half health, but now the flame coming in. The knockup comes in from Kellen. Showmaker so low. They do take down the Wukong, but can they get anything else? Yu is going to zone the rest of the team, and Clear is playing Cassante. He does not die this time around, and you see Diablo trying to skate his way to a couple more kills.
Fast enough. And Diablo was completely untouched throughout all of that. As
Barrel?
Barrel is, I guess not that, but close to, as they don't want to give up this Herald.
Yeah, he's just baiting them into a false sense of security.
Right?
The Herald is going to be given over to BNK anyway. So, and they have the Rift Herald.
I was thinking DK have been looking too clean, so I'm glad that we're getting a little bit of chaos here.
Yeah.
As that contest, you could have also just, like, you could have taken mid and bot lane. You have so much turret damage if you just get a little bit of time with that objective.
Well, we have a bit of poke coming in on the Kellen. He does have his ult though. TP forced. And he is looking for Showmaker. Showmaker doesn't have flash. This is what I was talking about. The Victor really going to struggle in this 1v1. He does a bit of damage, but he's dead, so it just doesn't matter. Keep in mind that this is just kind of posturing for an Ocean Drake at this point. Looking for Lucid. It's Clear, but he has Sejuani. Lots of damage now coming out from the side. Oh, the knockup from Kellen is perfect timing. Keeps his backline safe. Barrel is super low. Down will go the bot lane of DK. And BNK are beginning to run away with this one.
They already can't get through them. Imagine if they start stacking these Ocean Drakes, Valdez. As DK, again, this time it's Vikla that sets up the big play. They just keep going after Showmaker. Look at the itemization from Claire here. If there is no Victor on the enemy team, he is not dying. That's now Iceborne Gauntlet and the 4-0 done. So BNK, very confident seeing this Victor that doesn't have his flash available. The rest of the team has a lot of ability to dash out. You have Diablo with Cleanse as well. Trying to engage him in this comp really does feel very, very tough. Damage so far has been lacking. Maybe when Showmaker finishes his Leandries, it'll be better as...
Well, I guess Raptor's just dead. Very weird. Not sure exactly how that got started, but he was kind of hiding on bush, and DK had an inkling about where he might be.
Sure did.
And now, I mean, DK up a man. She was kind of trying to bait them into something here. It might actually work. Kellen goes into his ult, but a lot of damage coming out. Barrel has the shield up. Kellen gonna go down through the ult, doesn't matter. And now Clear, we will see if he is mortal. I think in this case, the answer is yes. He dies to a smite.
Diablo!
Go over to Diablo. He's going in, but he gets stunned. There is a nice ult from Vikla to keep him safe. As DK, they really love to play with their food, and they are doing it here so far. Shield gonna waste the flash. Diablo says, thank you very much.
That's just something our brains do.
You talk to Twitch chat about it. I'm not the expert. Yeah. It's okay. Like, I might be on the fence, but I know who's not.
This poke is not doing a lot with Valdez. I'm just gonna... Oh, they were on Voracious Otacon. DK, Showmaker this time. He's
the angle
safely.
The angle. Oh, that knockup that comes in from Lucid is beautiful.
As long as it's not 0-4, I think it's salvageable.
Yeah, it's just not the 0-2 magic you were mentioning, right? So here comes BNK. They say, okay, we're Voracious now for a Voracious Otacon. TP will be forced. And will the fight actually come in? Barrel going for the stun on Declare once again. Takes a bit of damage. And the poke, it's only hitting Cassante. And that
doesn't care.
That's not really the target you want here.
Flipping?
Okay, maybe a little bit of a flip here as trying to get into the pit, but Kellen keeps him out. The voracious Zonicon comes in. Vikla says, you know what? Why don't I just send myself in and die for no reason? That sounds like a great idea. As now Showmaker says, how about a free kill onto him as well? Obviously, there are revives that are coming in. Diablo and Clear trying to hold on to theirs.
Yeah, but if you don't trade it for anything, like
yeah, I think maybe they should have ran. They're gonna go for the kills anyway. We'll see if it works. The stun comes in and Diablo will get the revive, but you're just gonna lose both of them now.
Jungler's dead though. With the revive, yeah, you have to go for Nash here, I think, out of that pit. So Kellen goes in, stands guard, and tries actually to knock loose it out, but is killed immediately. But it doesn't matter. That's all the time he needs to buy. There's also still the threat of Clear ulting in. He was kind of covering the other exit to make sure then this is obviously subpar. But this play here, they don't know that Diablo is there. This is actually a really well set up bait because this is a 5-0 with triple item, Infinity Edge included. Diablo. It's been enough to dissuade the Baron.
Yeah.
They get Dragon, but that's, you know, not going to be right home about. It was fine. Sure, it's not.
Yeah, the wave clear is like pretty good with Victor, but just Jace, especially with how far behind he is, and he has Fimbulwinter, like, it's not really doing much. And still, it's Baron buff, so they're going to be able to take these inner turrets at least.
Because then the tanky members just get to never ever die. The one thing that BNK needs to be careful for is 100-0 combos. That's the only thing.
Okay, well, they're really trying to get on top of this Victor. They might just be able to. The sweep is beautiful. It catches all three. And Kellen at first, he was like going super deep. I thought maybe he was just going to die, but he sets up an excellent play. And that might just be the game. DK
should be
trying to run out of this one, aiming. He doesn't have his flash. He's queuing the wrong way. He eventually does get the flash off, but still going to go down. And Siu, the whole game, just not really able to do much of anything, and they're going to take him with them. As enough damage will come through, the turrets will fall, and we will have a game number 3. BNK makes it interesting here up against DPlus KIA. Gallia was one of those old counter picks into Zoe, right? Because what you can do is if you get slept, you can just channel your taunt. And you can punch away, right? There's a lot of ways to like gain distance.
Unplayable. If Vikla falls too far behind earlier, like Galio is not going to be as tankish. Shiu is expected to die here. That's why you lock this champion, but will Clear live? That's the big question.
Yeah, really the question is who dies first, right? So he has taken the slice and dice. He's trying to get away, but the first blood goes over to BNK.
Level 2.
And now Clear level 2, this dive not really working out.
Diablo is just going to keep beating down. Mid lane matchup, though, is looking good. Showmaker up about a wave and a half. Gonna be feeling great about that. And Shiu also scared. And this does feel like the type of game where I think DK, particularly in the mid game, are going to be looking to play around specific picks. If they can get those, I think this composition still works. And the front to back is quite solid. I do think BNK are a little bit more gated by time, but I also think that their early skirmishing and team fighting is a very scary thing to face.
So trying to fight over the grubs here. We got a sleep already on the jungler here, Raptor. Huge knock-up as Vikla just face-checking into the brush. He has no idea that Shiu was there. Not sure how. I thought he ran through mid, but that's going to be huge. It's a double kill here now.
Diego!
And now... Oh, we almost saw the obnoxious Zoe bubble as well. But yeah.
Sandbox also, or back then, Sandbox I think when he started, and then BNK more recently. Just weren't that good, and they haven't been ever since what, like the Photon and Toland days, which is like 4 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
As we do have another fight. This is a big one for BNK. They need to win this, Valdez.
Yeah, they really need to. There's the Ash Arrow into a Xinjiao, so you're not really liking that. Kellen, he's trying to set up here.
Running!
They know who he is. Clear is zoned away. Shiu is in the thick of it there. But Clearance is being taken out for free, and now they got a 5v4. They're looking for more than 3-man engage Braum ult as the Nico. Oh, it's just so disjointed here for BNK, and now the resets come in. as it is a nearly clean ace. Vikla is going to walk away, but just barely so. And man, that was so sad for BNK. You see that oh, he almost dies! And he might, no, he is going to live. Just trying desperately to farm.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks really, but the fight was already lost.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Vikla should have ulted on top of Clear, try to save that Renekton, because if he can't sustain, like the initial burst is a problem, but maybe that's something would be very DK to, just as I declare the game to be kind of Dunzo, to just have Beryl die like 3 times and then the game is competitive again, but...
Oh, it's not Kellen's job to do it alone.
Oh, he needs help. Yeah,
they could pull him in. Okay, here we go. Well, they're going to get the root here on the Braum. A lot of damage is coming out from the Kalista. Hopping forward, that's another really nice ult from Beryl. The ult comes in from the Ashe. Nice knock up here from Kellen. And now you got the Galio on top. Beryl will go down. And Lucid is just trying to escape, aiming forced to flash.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, you guys do not know.
Trophy special.
He pretended to be the clone. He walked forward, emoted, as the clone would, and then he just ulted the whole team. Because they're like, oh yeah, that's the clone. It was amazing. Really nice sleep here. Arrow blocked by, actually, the clone. So nicely done by Kellen, I guess. Would
have been big if they hit Raptor there. Not going to be the case. Oh, Claire. They don't know.
Not knowers at this point. The flank is fantastic. Showmaker in a bit of trouble, but he is able to flash away. And now Clear is going to be the one that goes down. A double knockup comes in onto the front line as aiming is just dead. And maybe we'll have Lucid too as he gets a kill and dies simultaneously. Bit of a 3-on-3 at this point in time. The knockups from the Scion are so huge, but the Xin Zhao also going massive, and Showmaker goes too close to the sun and gets taken down. BNK, they're going to be the ones that take this fight in a huge way. Xiu, he's very tanky. They're looking for a bit more. 3-man knockup is pretty cool.
Just let him go. It's fine.
It's just a Scion. Just take the dragon.
Shin is here, Valdez. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it is here to stay. That sleep actually going to land there onto Kellen as Vikla. Oh, flash in front of the punch. You got to be kidding me. But Nico comes in. Kellen trying desperately to secure the fight, but it's not going to happen as Diablo gets too close to the team, and the whole front line had already gone down. Showmaker flashing all over the place. They want to take turrets. They want a bigger gold lead here. They're going to get that mid turret and look for the Ocean Drake.
And they're just one objective away is BNK from getting that crucial feat, and they're not going to get it. At least not with this objective. Adakan is about to spawn in the top side of the map as well. And as we can see, all these fights basically come down to on BNK's side.
Scion is so good.
It is. It's
really, his Q usage is the one that really gets me. Like every time, the angle is perfect. Yeah.
Like, as Beryl, as we all have established, does not care.
Beryl
maybe should.
Yeah. Well, he is able to jump away.
Never mind.
Baiting the TPs, I guess. The Scion comes on in, the Renekton as well, but Clear. Not nearly as tanky. You see, oh no, not again, the anti-synergy. As Kellen was going for the ult and Diablo pulls him back. That's the second time. That's just not forgivable. And at this point, Vikla's dead as well. And that should be the Otacon going over to DK. As there's not really much hope for BNK to get close to this one.
That's a bit of a whimper to end on. Because that's going to be Otacon. That should solidify the win here for DK, but BNK, that fight just felt like a mess, unfortunately.
Pushed away, right? So you only have the Scion in front of you. Why is the Kalista in range to get ulted by Scion? You know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
Some of the little things, he's still got a little challenger in him that we got to hammer out, you know? Unfortunately, as Kellen, yeah, well, he's just getting poked out. I mean, they have the voracious Otacon, so they're just running it down in a good way. As here comes the Scion, they're going to take out Vikla, and that'll be a second kill on the board here for DK, and they will be looking for their second kill in terms of match score. Looking for the 2-1 here, as I'm not sure that Clear, Raptor, or Diablo can do much of anything in this one. You have the bubble coming in. You've got clear. The Zoe is well and truly online. Xiu just tanks the turret. He's like, yeah, I heard they got buffed. And Kellen, he says, this time, don't ult me away. And, well, he didn't, but the ult still doesn't matter. Oh, the Braum! The Braum ult is so good every single time. As this time, Xiu doesn't quite get the knockup, but it doesn't seem to matter. They still have the buff, as you mentioned. And Xiu just stares them down the entire time. No wave, no matter. They'll just wait for the next one.
17 seconds left on the buff. If you could stall long enough, maybe you can kill them for real, but I think your base is falling, Valdez.
Yeah, the base is falling. They are going to get the Scion. Yeah, they are. As Showmaker desperate to die, and he will, right before the buff does run out. Here's Vikla. Very interesting angle. Seems like they are going to know he's here. And if he's alone, he just dies. But we do have Diablo running through the jungle, desperate to try to help out. We've got a ult away, but now it's just Diablo. So, guys, yeah.
Like him or don't like him, they will never give up before the Nexus has fallen. They will keep fighting. Fortunately, the item breakpoints at this point just not really going to be in a position where they can do anything.
Wow.
As the return of Zoe, heralded with a win, Valdez. We'll take those.
We will take those. Showmaker Zoe, one of many fantastic Zoes, and I hope we get to see a bit more here at the LCK Cup. This Nexus is going down. Diablo's like, well, I'm gonna get some kills at least. He gets the one, takes his 5th death, and BNK will take their 2nd loss after DK pads the stats just a little bit. 26-minute win.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.